I came across the oxygen products completely by coincidence. I had worked with Vanessa's daughter on a project about 6 months ago, so it was a while. I'm a nail tech by profession, so I do people's nails, and I'm mobile, so I go to people's homes. So Krisha had remembered that she had worked with me, and her mom had needed her nails done for a meeting that was very important that she was going to do. So Krisha had asked me to come do her mom's nails, and through meeting her mom, we ended up having conversation about health and how things work in the world, just a general conversation. And as we were talking, she was telling me her own story about her fight with health and heart disease and all those things. And I was wondering, like, I remember asking her, so how did you, because you look pretty healthy right now. And she was telling me about her oxygen products that she had developed. And it sounded very interesting to me because at the time my mom was having serious problems with pretty much her whole respiratory system, and she had a pretty bad lung infection at the time. And I just happened to share how my mom was doing and how she wasn't feeling well, and she had been going from doctor to doctor, and we were very worried because her health was deteriorating very quickly. Within a space of a month, she was in a very bad state. She couldn't sleep. She had night sweats. She was struggling with breathing in general. She was coughing. She had completely lost her voice. I would talk to her because I'm in Cape Town and she's in Knysna, a different town, and I could hear that she was not doing well at all, so I was really worried. So as me and Vanessa were having this conversation about the oxygen products, I mentioned my mom, and I'm like, she's in a very bad state. We have been trying everything. At the time, we decided as a family that we're going to bring her down to Cape Town and find a doctor here that could possibly help her out, because we were like generally very worried about her health, and she wasn't doing well at all. So Vanessa had introduced me to the oxygen products. She's like, check this out, this is the oxygen product. She explained to me how they worked. She told me amazing testimonials of people who've had serious illnesses, like people who have cancer, people who've had all sorts, and the amazing results she's had with the products. So I was extremely excited. She gave me a bottle, and I think it was the 200 capsules in a bottle, and she'd said, take this bottle, send it to your mother, and completely for free. Have the tablets, have her try them for a month, and then after a month, get back to me and tell me how your mom is feeling. So I was super excited. I remember I got home, called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I've got exciting news. Found this great product. Hopefully it will help you out. But I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to help you. Told her all the instructions because she's in a different town. Went to Postnet, posted the products, took the brochures that Vanessa had provided me with, put them in the box, sent them to my mom. At the time I was sending them to my mom, she had went to her doctor, and they had done an x-ray on her chest. And while they were looking at the x-ray, they were seeing how bad her chest was. And at that point, the only thing they could give her was antibiotics. And they were like, we hope this works, because there's nothing else that we can do. So we hope the antibiotics will help the infection and ease it. If not, there's nothing else we can do for you. So sent my mom the pills. During that time she received them, gave her instructions on how to take the pills. And within a month, my mom was up and about. She was doing gardening. She was doing everything that she normally does. Her voice was back. She could sleep throughout the night. She was overall more healthier. Her friends started noticing that she had gone from 0 to 100 very quickly. So people were very curious to find out, like, what's happening? What did you take? Why do you feel so much better? You know what I mean? What happened? And so she was feeling much better. And then she went to the doctor, and they did another x-ray on her chest, and they couldn't find a single thing. The infection had completely cleared up, and they were completely shocked. They were like, we don't know what happened. Obviously, they thought the antibiotics worked, but because my mom didn't explain that she was taking the oxygen pills, so she was very excited. Another great thing is, by the time I sent her the pills, she had an entire Ziploc bag filled with all her high blood pressure. She had back pain. She had arthritis, was struggling with arthritis. She had pretty much all the usual standard illnesses that an older person or an older female usually gets. And by the time I call it, like I'll always call it after a week and find out how she's doing, she had completely stopped taking all her the entire big bag basically of all that bad medication. She had completely stopped taking them. She hasn't had problem with her high blood pressure. She hasn't had back pain. She hasn't had knee pain. She hasn't had any sort of pain. And it's truly been such an amazing transformation in her life. And literally the only pill she takes are the oxygen pills. And for her, she's like said, this is the only pill she'll take for the rest of her life. She doesn't need to take any sort of pill. So what I do is I constantly check up on her and the amount of oxygen pills she has, and I constantly provide her. So I'll get some from Venetia and I'll post some at home for her. So it's been an amazing transformation, and like it has been literally meeting and Venetia and being able to get the product has been the best thing that has ever happened in my life, health-wise. And I'm looking forward to taking the oxygen pills myself because I haven't had the time to do so, but I'm definitely planning on taking some for my health as well. So it's been a great experience overall. Yes.